wonder how many loaders there are in this town. I asked Kirk Stapp once if he knew how many beds there were in this town. He said he had no idea. Definitely watch out for the loaders. It is going to be a powder day. That was a time-lapse shot of the traffic at the corner of Main Street and Minaret last evening with slippery roads. Luckily there weren't any fender benders. And you know, I wonder how many snow moving machines there are in town. My novice guess is about 400, let's see, that's 100 per square mile since it's a 4 square mile town, and very few of them were idle last night and early this morning as we were idling in our beds. Even the town huge snow blower was out, blowing about 6 inches of fluffy snow, a foot up at the main lodge. We can expect flurries over the mountains today and snow bands developing later in the day. It is Thursday, March 6, 2025. Coming in from the right, or is that my left? My right or left? Well, did you get all that? Yeah, that was a time-lapse shot last night at the corner of Minaret and Main Street while I was having a Powder Hound beer up at Mammoth Brewery. Luckily, there were no fender benders. That is a really crazy spot when it's slippery roads and a lot of traffic there. I think that is definitely the busiest corner in town, or the biggest intersection in town. Well, I wonder how many snow making machines there are in this town. None of them were idle last night where we were idle in our beds sleeping, and early this morning. My guess is maybe there's something in the neighborhood of 400 snow moving pieces of equipment in this town. Even the town snowblower was out early this morning blowing blower powder, about 6 inches of it. Mammoth Mountain reported about 12 inches at the main lodge, and we can expect flurries over the mountains today as some snow shower bands will develop during the day. It won't clear out until sometime on Friday, actually. It is Thursday, March the 6th, 2025. Hello, everyone. I'm Dan McConnell, and it's a powder day. Nice big flakes were floating around last night that topped off the warm sector of the storm that came in early yesterday. The roads melted out and were pretty slushy in the late afternoon. Then it got cold and huge flakes falling overnight with a few more inches to top off that snow that we had earlier in the day. The low temps dropped into the teens today and early this morning. It was 6 degrees at the top of Mammoth Mountain, 9 degrees at the top at 22, but boy, it could be some blower powder up there, so dress warm and get some freshies today. It was a balmy 21 degrees over at the June ticket office. They had about 5 inches of new snow over at June, and again a foot at Main Lodge. It was 14 degrees at 8 a.m. this morning, and it will not warm up much today, and we expect unsettled weather through today and into early Friday. Then SSS, sunny Saturday and Sunday with a warm up and temps near 50 degrees by Sunday. But more storms are due to come through that open storm door, and now it looks like the 8 to 14 day outlook, which stretches out to the 19th of March, remains unsettled. First storm next week, Monday and Tuesday, could drop another foot of snow, and then the Wednesday, Thursday system, with not really a break in between, could be the biggest system of this latest series, which will add up to at least 4 storms, maybe more, before the door starts closing. I don't mind. As we made it through March, we set our clocks ahead already on Sunday the 9th, so get ready for a 7:15 sunrise and a 7 p.m. sunset. And again, temperatures in the upper 40s by Sunday. Enjoy that new snow wherever you go today. Mammoth, June, Tamarack, the Inyo craters, backcountry should be really good. The snowpack is pretty safe as far as I know right now. Could be some really good powder in the trees like Telly Bowl out here in the meadow. On this day in 1808, the first college orchestra was founded at Harvard. Which reminds me that Saturday night, the Felici Trio chamber music will be playing at Saracosa Community College, 7 p.m. on Saturday night the 8th. And remember the Alamo in 1836 on this day, 189 Texas volunteers fought for 13 days before they gave in or were sieged by a Mexican army of 3,000. So 189 Texas volunteers fought out 3,000 Mexican army people before they sieged Alamo. In 1899, it was a headache, aspirin was founded. 1960, the U.S. announced it would send 3,500 troops to Vietnam in 1960. And in 2015, a NASA space probe called Dawn entered the orbit around a protoplanet Ceres, C-E-R-E-S, in the asteroid belt about 250 million miles away. Wow. I wonder how long it took to get there. It's artist Michelangelo's birthday, born on this day in 1475. Comedian Lou Costello, Ed McMahon, sidekick of Johnny Carson, Alan Greenspan, do you know who that is? Rob Reiner, I hope you know Rob Reiner, and Shaquille O'Neal. Also on the home front, rest in peace, Steve Wells. We miss you, Steve. Casey Elliott's birthday. How are you, road biker guy? Steve Searles, Mr. Bear Man. Happy birthday, Steve Searles. Bear with us. Jim Goodrich, a smuggler. Clay Kinney, artist of sort. Perrin Fulmer's birthday. Fly guy David Jacobs. Lots of birthdays today. And Stephen Kirchmer. K-R-C-M-A-R. Happy birthday, Stephen. Chad Lawrence, Lauren Samuel's birthday. Kristen Benner. Oh, happy birthday, Kristen. Lacey F-Y-I. Lacey F-Y-I. That's how you spell her last name. Rudder girl Lisa Dunn Blake's birthday. Did I say Chad Lawrence? If I forgot to mention you, if it's your birthday, happy birthday to you. Make today the best day ever, man. I'm going to go get some powder. They're out in full force. I guess they need the practice. It's been one of those winters where we had a lot of breaks in between, storms. It really never snowed that much, but how many times do you have to plow the same part of the road when it only snows a few inches? Just keep your distance. Man, these guys are moving. Plowing really nothing.